What's the weirdest thing you've caught your roommate doing when they thought no one was watching? When I was in high school, my grandma with early stage Alzheimer's moved in with us to make sure she didn't die. I doing stupid shit while we waited for a spot to open in a nursing home. Walked into the kitchen and she was standing there topless, holding a tit in one hand out from her body, and a toilet brush in the other, and brushing her tit clean. She looked up as I walked into the room and turned to me without a care in the world, no smile, no embarrassment, no anger or rush to put anything away. Just like, I wonder what this person is up to. Look on her face. Left to go snowboarding. Got about 20 minutes down the road and realized I left my pass in my other jacket. Went back to my condo, and my roommate was in front of the TV on the floor in just his boxers and a pair of goggles. He was using a Dremel tool to strip the paint off his bicycle. Paint flakes everywhere. I was like, WTF. He said gonna repaint my bike. I didn't think he ever finished that project. I don't have a roommate, but I have parents. I heard my mum in the kitchen like she was a cooking show. You want to dice the onion fine and throw that in for 350 for about 25 minutes, or the temperature reaches 165. Not recording anything. Not talking to anybody. Just cooking. She looked up when saw me and said what? Like it was normal. Nothing. In college I turned around from my seat once to see one of my flatmates waving their dick at their girlfriend seductively. She and I made eye contact and I could tell she was trying not to laugh and had an amused look on her face that said yeah. I don't know what he's doing either. He didn't notice I noticed. Caught a roommate trying to sneak all her stuff out one gym bag at a time in order to move out and not pay all the back rent she owed. Her mum ended up paying after we threatened the court filing. Her room, which we hadn't seen the inside of for a year, was the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life. Masturbating to his friend's Fortnite skin. Literally sitting on the couch in our living room forgetting that I was not working that day. Going to town on himself. I removed him from the Wi-Fi access the next day. He moved out a month later. Hopefully he's not doing that to someone else. Dude was sitting on the living room couch, cat in his lap. He was petting her and saying very sexual things. Ooh, that's right. You're such a naughty bitch, and so on. I stood there, speechless, until he noticed me. Oh, hi. Lived with this one girl who communed with demons. Late one night, I woke up out of nowhere, heard her outside my door speaking in a deep, guttural voice, scratching my door. Just went back to sleep cause nah. Dude here who had a platonic female roommate for years. Heard her having louder sex once. It's like hearing your sister having sex. It went on for a while, so I had to put headphones on. In college I once walked into my roommate's room, and she was humping her teddy bear. I didn't know that was a thing until I caught her, but apparently it's common according to her. I rented a room to a dude who was peeing in solo cups. I found them when I was measuring windows for new blinds. Just a bunch of solo cups, lined up, with pee in them, pissing and shitting in a box, covering it up with this sort of CERN-like stuff. Then coming right back into the living room to stare out the window for like an hour. Not my roommate that literally watched someone in a sleeping bag hump the shit out of the ground. No, I didn't let him finish. I coughed really loud and obnoxiously. Once saw a housemate stick his finger into the butter and swirl it around, then dip the butter-covered finger into a bag of sugar and eat it like an ice cream. Walked in on my roommate aggressively choking the chicken, fully nude, in our dorm room to tentacle hentai. Does that count? One time I saw my freshman year roommate pick her scalp and then eat it. To say I moved out 2 months in. I caught my roommate playing GigaChat music and pretending he was a badass. I mean, it was pretty cool at NGL. I let a friend stay with me a while, and my girlfriend at the time caught her masturbating in the kitchen, singing a song that happens to be my name song title and repetitive lyrics while picking his nose, making a diorama of a scene from the book Fahrenheit 451 out of milk cartons from the dining hall. College roommate jacking it in the kitchen, while he was waiting for coffee to brew, keeping under my door. Never mentioned it, but till this day, I'm in shock by it. Watching a documentary on rare frogs while wearing a matching frog costume, smelling their used undies just right after they take it off.